Good morning, everyone. Here checking out the happenings from yesterday. GU broke out. We tested the breakout of the zone and kept on going. From the break of our wedge, it went as high as, what is that? 50 pips. Not bad. Not bad. Let's clean this up. It's NFP Friday. We're not looking to do anything crazy. In fact, we're not looking to do anything. We're just gonna watch the market's reaction to news. All right, that's a 30-minute chart on GPUSD. It looks like overnight GU moved. Hey, aloha, Brandon. Yeah, GA moved last night. Broke our flag yesterday, right? This is the flag that broke yesterday for us. Right here. Dropped. We thought it would come lower. It broke our TP from yesterday. Hasn't gotten down there yet, but it looks like it's going there. That's some aggressive dropping. Goodness gracious. Good morning, Frank. Good morning, Stefan. Well, don't wonder, Brandon, you got to have a plan, right? You had a plan already, I'm sure, into it. What is that? AUD? What was that? AUD USD? Nice. I'm assuming you got the breakout from consolidation here. With news coming on the USD, you better have a plan. I mean, this is not just any news. This is really heavy news. It's 30 pip breakout. Pretty good. There's only a couple things to do, right? Take profit or take a partial profit, let the rest ride, move your stop loss into profit, you know? Those are several things you could do. This is a nice move up. Let's go to high time frame. Wow, this has been going for a while. Look at that move. Just climb. Yeah, that's due a retracement. That is due a retracement. It's a nice move. Very nice move. mean, I don't know how many pips you're looking to squeeze out of this thing, but that's 30 pips. See if I can go back to my other chart without. Yeah. This is forming a new bottom over here. Again, we got heavy news coming, as you know, so I'm not looking to do anything, just watching the market, setting up my markings. The ones that are going to really move is gold and GBP USD. Gold is going to make some crazy moves, I'm sure, as soon as it hits. And today I'll be closing early, I'm sure. Good morning, Connor. What is it? GJ burned you? Ooh. Okay. Is that a corrective move that GU doesn't really have? Oh, it does have a corrective move here, but it's still consolidating. Same thing with this. It's practically just consolidating. I mean, it moved up, it's come down, but it's still consolidating. It's basically the same move that GU did, but again, it's still in the range. Even with this move, it's still in the range. Looks like it wants a break, but it's still in the range. I am interested in this GA move, or I should say, I'm interested in how GA moves. That's really what I wanted to say. We did this yesterday. Let's see. Yep, that's a better one now. Yeah. Nice Elliott. Nice Elliott. Boom. That's what I'm thinking. If you look at the higher time frames on this baby. Yeah, reaching another level of support here. It should have broken a long time ago, and it hasn't. But that's coming. But when? But when is it coming? It may be. 7. It could be. Been going for a while. Now clean all that up, because ultimately it has to break zones in order to do anything. And not much is going to happen here, I don't think, until news. Same thing with everything else. I may narrow this down to just gold and USD and GBP USD, just because those are the ones that are going to really rip. Who is Evolution Films? Is that someone I know? Good morning. Hey, my trusty, crusty apple. Where's my nutritionist? I just came to hang out with you guys today. Not much is going to be happening until news. I don't trust any move at this time. Last night, perhaps. Whoever was watching GA last night, that was a nice move. That was a very nice move. All right, once it created resistance. You have this zone over here. You have a low over here, though. So either waiting for this move down here or getting the early entry of the breakout. The break of the trend line. Broke the trend line, retested it, dropped. Very nice. Resisted at the 50 if you take notice of that also. Waited for the 50, caught up with the 50, rejected at the 50, drop. Very nice move on that one. I'll have to remember that for next NFP. That's 87 pips. And if you made 87 pips last night, you shouldn't be here. Should be in bed. Avi, buenos días. Evolution Films, welcome then. Mi hermanita Avi de Puerto Rico. Bienvenida. Rubén Villahermosa Chavez. No, Wyckoff, the Wyckoff methodology? I haven't. I'll have to look that up. What is it about? Yeah, I was looking. I've already got GU on the spot. Yeah, I'm not doing anything, guys. With NFP coming out. I mean, if it breaks through here, technically speaking, right? Technically speaking. If it breaks through here, it should keep going down to the bottom. Technically speaking. but NFP is coming. For those of you who don't know NFP is the non-farm payroll. I think I discussed that yesterday. Most volatile day of the month. That's today. The news comes out at 8:30 a.m. And when 8:30 a.m. hits, all hell will break loose on gold and GBP/USD and many other pairs. Yeah, that's a nice drop on GU. Nice drop on the 4-hour. The only way to catch that would have been from the top. Rejection at the top. Not quite overextended. A little bit overextended on the 15. Perhaps a break of the 50. Nah, that's only 13 pips. No, not doing. That would have not been worth it. Taking the risk would have not been worth it. Overall, it's been bullish for quite a bit. Maybe we may see a correction from all that bullishness. Auntie T, welcome from the Bahamas. Which golden zone is that? It's not yet at the 50 from the last impulse move. You could have a golden zone from a higher time frame. Maybe that's where rejected. Poked his head just briefly. Yeah, this is gonna be fun to watch. Yeah, I'm assuming that's the one that I just did, Marcus. Right? The one that I just did from all the way up here. You do it from the daily. Yeah, same thing. Yep. Just poked his head just a bit. And now doing what it's supposed to do, right? At the 50, at the golden zone. For those of you who are interested in learning Fibonacci, we have some great content on Fibonacci in our academy. The Fibonacci sequence is found pretty much everywhere in nature. They call it the divine ratio, the divine number, because it human eyes attracted to it, and you can find it in all sorts of things. You can find it in the galaxies, you can find it in your thumb, you can find it in your eye, you can find it in the flowers, you can find it in crustaceans. I mean, it's all over nature, in arts, in architecture. And in finances, same thing, which means price tends to return to the 50 percentile after a move. But to be more precise, the 61.8. And if you notice what Marcus was saying is on this drop from here, it retraced exactly the 61.8 and now it's rejecting. You just see that over and over again. And we have strategies on how to take advantage of that. Well, it would make sense to drop some because of the correction, right? It's corrective move from all this move, but we don't know. We don't know what news will do today. 8:30 is the hour, guys, for those who don't know. 8:30 a.m. is, and look at all these news. I mean, all these news. These are all the economic numbers for the US. And price tends to go haywire on USD for sure, and gold. Music. Music. Taking a break, I guess. Also, even if it wasn't NFP, Friday is not the day to throw in big lot sizes or take unnecessary risks. Volume is greatly decreased most often. I mean, most opportunities are doing London. Then that's that for the day. Very frustrating. Here's the thing. Very frustrating to win throughout the week and then lose it on Friday. Or even worse, to lose during the week and then make it worse on Friday. So if you trade on Fridays, you should do so very cautiously. Mitigate risk with lot sizes and take profits pronto. Take a look at that structure. Yeah, that's correct. Look at that 4 hour. Okay, so probably this is a good example. Let's go take a look at this. Let's see. These are all shallow retracements, aren't they? Except for this one. That's a golden zone. That's a golden zone move right there. This was a big, this was like a 78. 78.6 retracement. This is shallow drop. Yeah, 23.6 retracement. And the next one was a golden zone retracement. The next one, 78.6 retracement. Deep one right here. That was the one from last night. Very nice. Very nice structure. I like that. I'm really liking the structure I see on GA. And I don't know it as well, but I'm willing to learn it. Nice move on GU, but that's pretty much done for now. And again, that was only, volatility is really low at the moment. That huge move on the hour was only 18 pips. Volatility is very low right now. Courtney R. Logan, the US 30 King. Nope. I'm sure there's a bunch of people I haven't heard Brandon. I'm assuming he trades a US 30. That must be his specialty. IML had somebody like that. What was her name? Forrest Chick. Like anything, when you dedicate yourself to learning one thing, you really can master it. So whatever pair you choose, be sure that you are working that one pair over and over and over. You should have more than one pair, I think, but you should master at least one that you really know and get intimate with how it moves. To me, that's GU. I know it pretty darn good. I've been doing that GU almost a year straight. Yeah, about a year now, right? We're in September. Yeah, about a year now. I've been doing that GU every night during London. So I know GU very well during London. Kind of learning it now during New York. And I'm getting pretty good with gold. Not quite there yet, but I'm getting pretty good. Jada Gamer is here. We're just hanging out. Yeah, Brandon. Yeah. To me, that's the only strategy that makes sense with pretty much anything. There's a lot that you can do, right? 50 moving averages or moving average crossovers, Fibonacci's, reversals, a lot of things you could do. But ultimately, the big money is in the breakouts. Breakout and retest, to be exact. Breakout and retest, it's where it's at because there's a reason why price has been consolidating, right? There's a reason why price is stuck in here. And orders are gathering in the meantime. It's waiting and waiting. Now they're waiting for news. But when price has been in this kind of consolidation for a long time and it breaks out, you can expect some very strong moves. So the goal will be to be very, very patient and not do anything in between and just wait for the breakout. If you have a big enough range, you can make money, especially with gold. You know, if you have a pretty good range, like this created right here. Oops, that's not it. ignoring all this over here. When price hit this point, it rejected. When it hit this point, it rejected. So what are the chances that next time it gets up here, it will reject? It did exactly that. What are the chances that once it hits down here, reject? It did exactly that. So on gold, this morning, there were two moves to catch. The rejection from here and the bounce from here. And that would have been a good winner. It's about 30 pips both ways. Two trades, about 60 pips. It's a good night. And they're probably sleeping in while I'm here. So you can make money within a range. The real money is when the range is broken. And the range for gold right now is pretty big. All of this is a range. This is the move. Here's that consolidation again, and there's the move. Here's consolidation again, and there's the move. Here's consolidation again. So all of this is one massive consolidation. What we have done by narrowing it in is being able to more precisely catch the breakout of the initial move. But we are aware, for example, that if it breaks to the upside, it has resistance here, pretty good resistance there, and it has resistance up here. Break out of this, breaking out of this to the upside, 30 pips is the first TP. No question about it. If it breaks to the downside, then about 43 pips is the first TP. 60 and 95. You know, because it's still, that's a range, right? From this peak to this valley is a range. And that, I'm doing the wicks there. If you do the bodies, you know, it's a lot tighter. And there's money to be made in here, like I said. With gold, there's money to be made in here. Looks like gold wants to break. Now, why would that be the case? Think about it. With NFP news coming in an hour and a half, and everybody knows it, why would anybody be involved in getting in here? My thoughts on FTMO and any other funded account is your first order of business is to get consistent. Do not put your money, my opinion, do not put your money on any funded account if they're charging you for it until you have already become consistent. Having a bigger account is not going to make you more money if you're not yet consistent. Having a bigger account means you lose more money if you're not yet consistent. First order of business is consistency. For any new trader, for those of you who don't know, is it 5 stages? I think it's 5 stages of trading, right? First stage is you lose a whole bunch of money. Next stage is you lose less money. Third stage is you break even. Fourth stage is you make a little bit of money. And the fifth stage is when you make a lot of money. And every one of those stages is important. You cannot bypass those stages, right? In the beginning, you don't know squat, so you're going to lose a lot of money. So if you're going to lose a lot of money, try not to lose money by not trading large lot sizes, trading first demo and practicing on demo quite a bit. If you can't make money on demo, you can't make money. Okay? Because on demo, you break all your rules. And if you still can't make money, like on demo, you have something go against you 50, 60 pips and you're still holding even though you're a scalper. Right? I mean, swing trader, that's nothing, but to a scalper, come on. So it's a big deal when you go from losing a lot to losing a little. That's a big deal. And a lot of traders don't understand that. That's a big deal. When you were blowing your account and now you're not blowing your account. You're still losing, but you're not blowing your account. And then when you start breaking even, my gosh, you just made a huge leap. It's a huge leap. From losing a lot, losing a little to breaking even is huge. Abby me dice que estás en stage 2. It's a big step going from losing a little to breaking even. It's huge. It's a huge thing. That's a nice little move. I don't trust it. And then to start, because now you have consistency. You see, if you were losing a lot and you're losing a little and now you're breaking even, you have just established consistency. You are consistently getting better. You're consistently moving in the right direction. You know, at break even, you are now maintaining, right? You're maintaining. And why are you maintaining? You're not over leveraging. You are not over trading. Those are the two biggest things I think that kill traders. And it's certainly one of my issues. Was one of my issues, over trading and over leveraging. You know, it's like I did not want to accept the limitations of my psyche. I did not want to accept the limitations of where I was at. I wanted to be beyond where I was at. Well, I wasn't. You know, Jay told me I was struggling with I mean, I struggled to get to the $5 lot size, but I was struggling with the $5 lot size to go from the 5 to the 10. And he told me stick with the $5 lot size for a year. So I did. And it didn't matter if I was winning or losing. And then the next thing was, okay, don't overtrade, right? Stay with that lot size and don't overtrade. 1 to 2 trades a day, 1 to 2 trades a day, 1 to 2 trades a day. Just do that over and over and over and over and over and over and over until you're mitigating your losses by only trading 1 or 2 times. And you are learning the psychology of that lot size. You're getting comfortable with the psychology of that lot size, you know? And it's amazing what happens. Then you make big leaps, right? Then I went from 5 to 10. I leaped completely over 15. I went from 10 to 20, you know, and I feel very comfortable with the 20, super comfortable with the 10. And if I have to throw a $5 lot size on gold, it's a joke. You know, it's easy, you know, but those were steps that took time. And I had to accept that my psychology could not deal with the higher lot sizes. Right now, I'm bumping up between 30 and 50, and I'm still not comfortable. That's just the reality of it. That's the way it is. And you have to accept where you are in order to start making the changes to go beyond that. And so you just stay with that lot size and you stay with it and you stay with it and you stay with it and you develop a comfort zone, right? You develop a comfort zone with that. And then you break out of that comfort zone. And you push and you push and you push and you create a new comfort zone. You know, who was it? Dennis Wakely. Who is it? The psychologist who said, man cannot consistently perform in a way that is inconsistent with the way they see themselves. You have to create a new level of awareness, a new level of identity, a new comfort zone. You cannot consistently perform outside of your comfort zone. You cannot. All you can do is build your comfort zone bigger, and then you can perform there. And stretching comfort zones take time. That's the part that us people don't want to deal with. You know, impatient people. We want quick resolutions to our issues that took years and years to develop. Our issues took years and years to get there. We didn't become the people that we are today in January, starting with January this year. We've been building this human for, in my case, 57 years. Yeah, that whole move from gold right there, it's 10 pips. That's gold, and that's only 10 pips. Joke. So, in order to break paradigms, there are many things we can do. Visualization is one of the biggest things for me. There are actually people who find it impossible to visualize based on their personalities. There are some personalities that cannot visualize. It's okay. You can write down your plan and you can execute your plan. You don't have to see it. You just have to execute it, and you execute it and you execute it and you execute it, and eventually you see it. You know, Jesus said, blessed are those who believe without seeing. And I believe that that is huge and it is important. I mean, how can I say? It certainly has been true in my life. Anything that I can see in my mind's eye, I can't think of anything that I've not been able to achieve. And that's probably true for everybody. Once you come to the point of believing, you can have it. You can have it. You know, call it the universe, call it God, whatever you want to call it. I call him God, I call him Jesus, in fact. He has given us all the ability to see the invisible and create it. I mean, can you imagine yeah, I see GA moving. Can you imagine a world in which there were no computers? You know, it wasn't until the last, 30 years that we could do what we're doing now. Hi, Joan. How you say that? Him, John, Jandro. That's an interesting name, Him, Jandro. Welcome, buddy. Until not very long ago, we couldn't do this. We didn't have the tools to do it. Somebody imagined all of this. Somebody imagined the computer. Somebody imagined being able to do this online, and they created it from the invisible. It is now here visible. Same thing for your life. And it is a concept that's very strongly described in Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. Thoughts are things. He has a chapter called Thoughts Are Things. Those two chapters, Thoughts Are Things, and the chapter on faith, changed my life. Super powerful. I learned more from Napoleon Hill on faith and all the church services that I went to, and all the sermons that I listened to, and all the Bible that I read, to be honest. I mean, it's all Bible, but he breaks it down in a way that you can understand it. For those of you who are struggling with believing, with faith, the process of developing faith is repetition. Repetition, 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 repetition with emotion. Repetition with strong emotion. It's best. But even if you don't have that repetition, it's just belief. For almost everybody here, you walk into a room You flip the switch and you have the absolute confidence that the lights are going to come on. You don't even think about it. You walk into a room, you flip. That's faith. I don't know if you know that, but that's faith. How did that faith come about? Every time you click on that switch, the light comes on. And you have done it so many times throughout your life that you know when you flip the switch, the light comes on. And you are stunned when it doesn't. You are perplexed, right? Because that's not supposed to happen. That's faith. That's exactly the process of faith. You repeat an action over and over and over and over until it takes hold of your subconscious. Your subconscious comes to believe it. Once your subconscious believes it, it's done. Absolutely, it's done. Haha. Jones. Get yourself a modern version. The message is a translation. It's not a it's an interpretation. It's not a translation. The message is pretty good. The New Living Translation is pretty good. The Living Bible is pretty good. The Open Bible, they modernize the language so that you can much more easily understand it. And I would say if you want to learn anything about Christianity, the book of John is the one that I recommend to everybody to read first. If you want to learn wisdom, read the book of Proverbs. And again, the version of the Bible is important. I remember the first time I went to buy my first Bible. I mean, my dad gave me a Bible when I was 13. It changed my life. Super powerful time in my life. But when I went to buy my first Bible, I was 22, 23, and I wanted one that was simple to understand. And I ran into Proverbs 12:1. Something like, he who listens to instruction is wise, basically, and he who doesn't is stupid. And he who doesn't listen to wisdom is stupid. And I thought, yeah, that makes sense to me. You know, I can deal with that one. Book of Proverbs. I probably read Proverbs every day of my life for quite a long time. There's seasons in which I don't. Like right now, I need to get back to it. But it's part of my morning routine to listen to 5 Psalms and one chapter in Proverbs. And you get so much out of it, man. When you run in situations and you need wisdom, those words come back to you. It's like, oh, wow. Yeah, this is the path. So the book of Proverbs is pretty good, pretty simple, but you got to get a translation that's easy to understand. King James, no. King James, that's old English, and it's full of errors. So no. Hi, Leandro. Well, good to have you here, brother. I'm glad you got value from those psychology videos. Psychology is huge. Psychology is huge for the people don't understand that they're trading. They are trading their psychology. People don't necessarily understand that. They are trading what's inside of them. They are seeing the chart. Like, for example, okay, here's a good example. The interpretation that people give to what's happening right now with gold is completely different based on your psychology, obviously your experience also. Someone sees this move and they interpret it as one thing, right? Some people may interpret it, oh, it's leaving, I better jump on that and get on that right away. It's left me behind, I better get on that before it moves further away. Another person with psychology says, well, okay, let's say this is going, right? Let's say this is going. Another person within psychology looks at this and goes, well, that's gone, you know, and they don't try chasing that because to them, okay, that's gone. Another one observing that and saying, well, like Robert said, there's more resistance up here, and he also said there's news coming. So I don't think I'm doing anything. So we're all interpreting what we're seeing in a different way. It's just like people witnessing an accident, right? You ask five witnesses and they all see different things. Yeah, sometimes the wisest man in the room is the one that made the most mistakes. And sometimes the one that made the most mistakes is just a fool, you know. So if you learn from your mistakes, yes, there's no shame in making mistakes. The shame perhaps is in repeating them. Okay, good to hear, Josh. On what kind of lot size, Brandon? I'm assuming a very low lot size because that was like what, 30 some pips, right? Buenos dias, Cesar. Aquí just hanging out, waiting on. Yeah, I know it was on AUD USD, but your lot size must have been small, no? Because that was a whole bunch of pips. There's no shame in making mistakes, guys. There's no shame in making errors. But for some people, their psychology does not allow them to make errors. And that's a bad place to be in Forex. It's going to make them a lot of mistakes. Man, I've made some heavy mistakes in my life. Very bad, life-altering mistakes. And I lived in shame for a long time for those stupid things I did. And then I learned grace. Buenos dias, Josh. You know, I grew up in the church all my life, and it took until I was, how old was I? 40? 40 maybe? That I heard a message on grace. I joined a Presbyterian church. Goodness gracious. I learned about grace for the first time in my life, and I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, Antonio. Yeah, you're welcome, buddy. That's pretty good, dude. On a 5-cent lot size, 15-cent lot size, and a 2-cent lot size, you ended up with $36. That's pretty good. Good job. So I'm assuming you're done. Hopefully you're done, Brandon, right? You're done for today? It's NFP after all. You got 1 hour to NFP. Ooh, can't wait to see it. It is a sight. I have told this to the TTA community, but For those of you who are not on TTA, I once was in drawdown, like $1,000 on gold. And I kept holding and I kept holding and I kept holding and I kept holding because NFP was coming. And from the economic numbers, I was confident that price will be coming down, right? I felt they were inflating the number of gold. They were doing this little action right here all week with gold. They were inflating the number of gold because NFP was coming and then they would crash it. And so I was holding and holding and holding. And at 8:30 a.m., I set my alarm and I'm laying on the side of my bed looking at my phone. At 8:30 a.m., price, let me go back to that. At 8:30 a.m., price disappeared from here and appeared down here. I'm not telling you that it came down like in a red candle. No, it disappeared from here and appeared down here. And I went from being $1,000 in the negative to $500 in the positive in a blink of an eye. It actually went to $700 in profit or something like that. And I couldn't close that thing fast enough. So NFP is a trip. And I don't recommend anybody to be in a trade when NFP opens, especially on a USD pair. Well, you can always take pictures of your journal and put it on community, Brandon. You can do that. Look at this GU reaction, right? We were just looking at that earlier. Oh, it's dropping. Now what? Back to nothing. And all of that was 18 pips down, now 15 pips up probably. 19 pips down, of which 16 have been erased. Yeah. So we wait. Yeah, Josh, it wasn't just a big gap. It was like magic. It's like, how do you make price disappear? It's not like it was from one day to the other. It was a split second. It disappeared. It was crazy. What else can we talk about? Fill in the gaps while we're waiting on price to on news to come. Yeah, the indices will go crazy too, by the way. US 30, NASDAQ, they're all going to go berserk with the news. Well, we're just hanging out. Still waiting. Okay, it's wicking out on the on gold now. Replying to some emails here. Still waiting. Not happening. Yeah, good job, Josh. Yes. Josh, you caught that drop. Nice. Yeah, GA was nice last night. Except I was asleep. Having to deal with my broker. Broker shenanigans. Never had an issue though. I mean, the issues that I've had with LQDFX have been resolved always pretty quickly. Awesome. 96 pips. That's sweet. That's sweet. Nice job, Josh. No, man, I miss London, man. Because these moves in London are pretty predictable. Y esa movida ahí, that was nice. I think, let me see, hold on a second. Let me see. Is this the hour? Let's go to the 30-minute. Because that's where we played it yesterday, right? Yeah. This was Joe's, this was Joe's trade, right? Break of the trend line, broke the trend line. This was our trade yesterday. Break of the trend line, broke the trend line. here's the next trend line, right? It pulled back to the other structure only to break it and go for forever. That was easy. That was easy. Nice, nice, nice. When price is trending, it's pretty easy to catch those moves. I mean, if let's go to the higher time frame, make it easier to see. Okay, miren, muchachos. Price drops, creates a flag, drops, creates a flag, drops, creates a flag, drops, creates a flag, drops. Drops, creates a flag, drops, creates a flag, drops, creates a flag, drops, creates a flag, drops. Creates a flag, drops, creates a flag, drops, creates a flag. I mean, that's all day long. Okay? When price is trending, it's easy to make money. If you can't make money when price is trending, there's something really bad. That's why they say trend is your friend. Yeah, the trend is your friend, not because it's going in one direction, it's because it's pretty predictable. And there's that rejection, right? Just a minute ago, it looked like it was busting through. Ain't nothing happening. Looks like we got new people on the team. Woohoo! I see your post, Joe. Oh my gosh, killed it. I'm assuming you waited for the retracement and then you put your stop loss there. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, wow. One of our team members got floated out in Ida. See what we can do about that. What we got? Nothing. All right. No está pasando nada. I don't think GA has found the bottom yet. Let's measure this move. Okay, that wasn't even, that was barely a 12.4 retracement before it started moving down again. We don't have a fib on that yet. We don't know the bottom yet. So we wait. I don't think it has reached the bottom yet. Waiting and waiting. Got about 45 minutes to news. After news comes out, this is a 30-minute on gold. Right, that would seem to indicate it wants to go up. Yeah, have them in front of you always, Brandon, until they become subconscious. You know, I used to have to write a lot of stuff down, and I don't have to write them down anymore because, I mean, the rules, your rules have to be written, by the way, otherwise they're not rules. But once they have been internalized, it's like you don't have to remind yourself to brush your teeth right after you eat or before you go to bed or after you wake up. You don't have to remind yourself to put your shoes on or how to tie your shoes or how to button a shirt. You have mastered those things and they are in your subconscious. You could be buttoning your shirt and doing complex math equations at the same time. And yet there was a time in your life when it took all your concentration and effort to button a shirt. Right? Now that has been relegated to the subconscious. Your subconscious takes care of that. You don't even have to think about it. That's exactly how you want to be in your rules and everything that you have to do with trading. You want to be to the point where it's completely subconscious. Sometimes I see something on a chart and I don't quite understand why it is that I know it, but I know it. It's like, okay, that's coming down now. It takes me a minute afterwards to realize, oh, okay, this is what I was seeing. You know, there's some cues. It's like, for example, I don't really use the 8 exponential. I see that I often look at the 50 and the relationship of price of the 50, but I don't usually use the 8 exponential. But the 8 exponential is doing things, right? Like right now, it's crossing the 50. That should mean the momentum is shifting from down here to up there, and it should be pushing up. Well, there are occasions when my subconscious picks that up without me even seeing it, and it informs me as to what to do. Right now, my subconscious sees it, but knows news is coming. So it's like there's nothing to do. So, you know, there are some things that you once they have become automatized, you don't ever think about it, but they are influencing you. Hi, Ira, welcome. Ha ha ha. That will be 10,000 hours, that boy from Jamaica. That'll be 10,000 hours. Yes, 10,000 hours required to master anything. And that's just a general thing. I mean, it's not an exact science, but yeah, it takes about 10,000 hours. That's years and years of repeating an action over and over and over for it to become subconscious. But you can accelerate that. It's just like chart time, right? Look at that rejection. It's like that chart time. The hours that you spend looking at these charts, hours and hours and hours and hours and hours looking at these charts, you start picking up things subconsciously and you start making trades instinctively and you don't even know why, but your subconscious knows it's time to sell, time to buy. I was listening to Atomic Habits, right? I went through it again. And it was talking about how a nurse was visiting their in-laws at a party or something. And she goes, "You don't look right," to her father-in-law. You don't look right. We need to get you to the hospital. And she couldn't tell him what was wrong, but she knew something wasn't right. Took him to the hospital. They had to do I don't know how many bypasses immediately. They had to operate on him immediately. He would have gone into cardiac arrest in short order, save his life. And what it was is that when someone is deprived of oxygen, or their blood is deprived of oxygen and their arteries are clogged, there's subtle changes in their skin tone and in their face. And she had seen that so many times in her patients that when she saw it in her father-in-law, she subconsciously knew something was wrong, but she couldn't tell what it was. Saved his life. Those are things that are true for anything that we master, man. When we have repeatedly, same thing with the charts. You see this over and over and over. See these patterns move over and over. You get an instinct for it. You know, that's the unquantifiable edge that you become, and nobody can give you that. You earn that by your chart time. Dime, Farhan. Tell me, Farhan. Shelsky, welcome. You have a question, Farhan? Okay. Looks like my broker shenanigans have been resolved. Telling you, man, I like LQDFX. They're good, man. There are no issues with them that are not been that don't get resolved. They respond quickly to stuff, and they resolve things in an honest manner. So, Farhan, you're funny. Le puedo confirmar que el mercado repite los mismos movimientos una y otra vez, pero de diferentes maneras. Estoy 100% seguro de que lo que mueve el mercado son algoritmos. Sí, definitivamente. Definitivamente, los algoritmos. Sí, sí, sí. There's no question about the market is moved by algorithms, but algorithms are programmed by people. So, you know, same thing. Yeah, the market is moved by algorithms, and yet we can profit from it. Isn't that something? Computers move the market, and yet we can profit from them. Computers only move according to what their human masters tell them to do, and human masters are creatures of habit. So look at that. It completely erased that move. completely. Yeah, studying people is one of the best things that any person can do. Okay, here's a good one. If you're in sales, never, ever start selling someone without knowing what it is that they want. Never begin your sales speech. You have your speech, you've practiced it, right? You have your objections script on how to answer objections, and you have memorized all that and you know it by heart. Never ever start selling someone until you know what it is that they want. If you don't know what it is that they want, you can't maneuver, you can't take that conversation to where it will land. Last night, I had a young man come to my door at the most inconvenient time. It's close to dinner time. I guess that's why they come to your door, right? They know you're home. And somebody already come by trying to sell me solar panels for my house, right? And I opened the door and he asked for the previous owner's name. I said, they no longer live here. I'm the new owner. And he starts into his sales pitch. I mean, he's not concerned as to whether he just interrupted my day. I was doing something important, something that was important to me or whatever, you know. There's no consideration whatsoever for my time and what I'm doing. He starts going into his pitch. I interrupted him and said, I'm sorry, brother. Whatever it is that you're selling, I'm not interested. And I shut it down. You know? Never ever start selling anyone before you know what it is that they want. You got to talk to them first. Find out. The appropriate thing would be to have told me what was his purpose for being there, and did I have a minute that he could talk to me. That would have been, it would have saved him the embarrassment of being told, as I told him, you know, hey, I'm so-and-so with so-and-so. We're conducting the survey, or we're a provider of this type of service. Is that something that you would be interested in? And do you have the time right now, about a minute or two, that I could talk to you about it? At least it gives me the courtesy of my time is important, and I know I'm interrupting your time. I can come back at another time if another time is more appropriate for you. But to start selling me on a pitch, like, no, man. No, man. You're making it about you instead of about me. That's a problem. Never sell someone. People don't like to be sold. They like to buy, but they don't like to be sold. So if you are in sales, always find out what people want and sell them that. If you have a product that can meet their needs, sell them that. If you don't have the product that will meet their needs, but you know where they can get it, help them get it. You'll become that person that they come to. Basics of life. I should write a book on life skills. How much time we got? We got 34 minutes. Yeah, I think GA is going to touch that bottom. GA is going to touch that bottom. Gold is going to have some wacky move to the up and to the downside. Although last month, by the way, last month on NFP, gold broke, I'm trying to remember, to the downside, never came back. So down to the downside, to the upside, I can't remember, but it never came back. It never created a wick in the opposite direction, which is really odd. It usually does. You see these wicks here? On any normal day, wick, 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 wick. I will be waiting for this thing to come back here, red, and take it to the other side. Stop loss right there. On any other day, on any other time. Or here, looking for the bottom. Look at it from the bottom. It may help you see it from the bottom. Wick up, wick up, wick up, wick up, wick up. This wants to go up, right? The moment it breaks above resistance, I'm going in. Stop loss goes below. Three minutes to the hour candle close. A minute and a half. No, 2 minutes, yeah. 2 minutes to the hour candle. What? La Casa de Papel season 5 is now on Netflix. Oh man. There you go, more brain cells wasted. Anybody watch La Casa de Papel? Hey, welcome. Hey, Chrissy, welcome. Money Heist. Part 5 is out. If you guys want to just waste some good time of your life, that's a good waste. That's a good show. La Casa de Papel. En español. Para aquellos que pueden verlo en español es aún mejor. Pero en inglés, not too bad. 7 seconds for the hour candle to close. I think GU wants to come down. I think gold wants to come down. I think GA is coming down. We shall see. Did you like that, 8? Yeah, it's a good show. It's a good show. So season 5 is out now. For me, movies and TV shows, although I never was a TV watcher. When was it that habit was destroyed? 2001, 2002? I never was a TV watcher. But it was 24. 24 back in the day. I went to the library. It was already on season 3, I think. And I heard some good things about it. And I guess I was looking to burn some time. So I went and got it, 24 from the library. It was so good, right? I really got into it. So then that turned into Lost. And I really got into Lost. I mean, a lot of people got lost watching Lost, but I understood it. I got what was happening from the beginning. I got what was happening. And then it was proved right in the final season, right? So, so then that turned into, what else? 24, Lost, Battlestar Galactica, the new Battlestar Galactica. Wow, what a great show. That was the best show on TV when it was on. Look at Gold. Um, it really was. The script, the acting, um, the storyline on Battlestar Galactica. Oh my gosh, so powerful. And the idea, the concept, right? It's man versus machine, right? The machines. Let me see what happened here. Oh, the machines rebel against the humans, right? This is like Terminator, right? But the machines rebel against the humans, but the humans beat them at war, in a war. And so they banished the machines to another galaxy, but they agreed that they would meet somewhere in the middle every 40 years to broker the peace, to maintain the peace. And so every 40 years, a human has gone over there to maintain the peace, to negotiate the peace. And every 40 years, they never show up. They never show up. They never show up. They never show up. But on this year, they did show up. And now they don't look like machines. They look just like humans. And here's the thing. It's a religious war. The machines are trying to destroy the humans because they're idolatrous, because the humans believe in many gods, and the machines believe in only one God, which is kind of crazy because, in that sense, they're kind of right because humans created them. It's only one God, the people, humans. So it's kind of weird. Anyway, the script, the language, the plot, the storylines, the plots are crazy. It's so good. It's so good. But anyway, so all those shows got me to watch TV, right? And then I wasted, I don't know, I wasted hours and hours and hours watching the shows. Now, when I do watch anything, it's really to take my mind away from all my focus stuff because I am quite a focused person. So I'm kind of intense, so those kind of things kind of make me chill. Yeah, Supernatural. My daughter was addicted to Supernatural. I think she's still stuck on it. Isn't Supernatural still going? I think it's still going. Oh, Smallville was another one, right? The one from Superman. What a great show that was. And then it became a novella. Yeah, Dean, there are people who still do that. There are people who do that for NFP. And if it only goes in one direction, fantastic. But if it goes in one direction and wicks to go in the opposite direction, it triggers your limit order and then goes in the basically it triggers both orders. And you will only lose with that. Yeah, if gold is pushing up, with NFP coming, then I would just think it's going to crash when NFP happens. I mean, why would anybody be pushing the price up when such important news are coming out? Like soon. So yeah, Money Heist being out, pretty cool. Bitcoin is roaring. There's a naysayer saying that Bitcoin was going to crash. If Bitcoin breaks, and it will break. Let me see. It just tried. Couldn't do it. But it's still there. If Bitcoin breaks 51K, it's gonna run. It's gonna run, people. It's gonna run. Let's see. It has to mount. It has to mount. Bitcoin has to mount 52 and close above 52. That's when we'll know. That's when we'll know. Pretty cool. Good to hear, Dean. Yeah, Bitcoin is a beast. Moving the market this way and that. But all them naysayers about Bitcoin talking about it crashing. I mean, and even the 30K crash wasn't a crash, was it? It was a Fibonacci move. It was a Fibonacci move. Come back, retrace, test it again, take off. I think Bitcoin will hit the 100K before the year is out. Nasty little wick on gold. Yeah, I think so, Farhan. I think so. I think so. It's the other players that I'm interested in. Definitely Ethereum. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. People are still hesitant a little bit, but it's about to hit that FOMO moment, and then it'll roar. And maybe it'll crash after that, you know? Maybe it will hit 100K and then come back down to 50. You know, which again will freak out a lot of people, but that's just a 50% move, right? If price consistently moves 100% and retraces 50%, and then pushes 100% and retraces 50%, and it keeps doing that over and over, that's money all day long. You just don't want to be in a retracement. You want to be in on the bounce. What we got? 20 minutes. 20 minutes to the Friday mayhem. Yeah, Chrissy, it's been consolidating for a long time. It's just been waiting for NFP. This is all consolidation. Since this move back in the 27th of August. And before that, 22nd of August. Since last NFP, right? That looks like to be NFP. Since last NFP. Look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. A correction move that will still have this thing going up could have this come down all the way down to here. I would think maybe even lower. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get the screen small enough I can. Man, that's wild. Yeah, I don't think it'll make it down to the golden zone, but a 23.6 move, 38.2 move will still be bullish. Already bounced once. It's wedging in here. Do it like that, do it like this. Either way. Jay hit that bottom yet? It's coming. If it shoots up without stopping or pulling back, will you see that as a missed trade? No, because I'm not looking to trade it. No, I'm not looking to get in that. But this is what, I mean, Josh already said he's not trading. So it's all good. But yeah, if you see a move from gold like this, and it starts going back up, wicking back up, you see it go like that, it'll leave behind this huge, massive wick, right? There are plenty of folks that I know of who wait for that, get in when it wicks, and then just ride the pullback. Because even if it, look at that, because even if it come back, and I think it will come back, right? Gold does this kind of move, then wicks back up, and then eventually starts moving down if that's where it wanted to take it. But in the meantime, by the time it gets back down here, you would have gotten profit all the way up here before it goes. I'm thinking we're going to see a drop on gold, just because it's been going up and up and up and up. But who knows? We'll see. Now, to me, a missed trade, Josh, a missed trade would be one in which you have done your analysis, you are prepared, and then you don't take it. You know, that's a missed trade. A trade that you're not looking to take is not a missed trade. Yep, there goes GA. Another little flag there for 30 pips. One reason to watch NFP is to, learn how the market moves when the news comes out. Like, for example, here's a good example. Here's a good example. Let's go back. Daily, or let's do the daily. Why don't we do the daily? If I'm not mistaken, this one, was it? No. Where was it? Let me see. I don't remember when it was the last NFP. Well, look at this. This is interesting. Now that I look at this, bounce, bounce, all from the same spot. Drops, bounce, bounce, goes up, bounce, bounce down. This is an anomaly here. What you call manipulation. Price really, this is the price range right here. Since July. So what I wanted to talk about was really, what I wanted to say was, once you get price moves like that, a strong daily move like that, you can start expecting it to keep climbing. Climb, break, climb, break, climb, little break, climb, little break. Let's see what happens today. Yeah, GA we knew was gonna reach there. We talked about that yesterday. There it is. What would that have been? That would have been, what TP was that for us yesterday? That was TP2? Yeah, because TP1, yeah, what was the break? Hold on a second. Yeah, this was the break. Remember, it never finished hitting our TP1. My TP1 was right around here. I took profit, never got to it. Broke through it now, I was reaching TP2. And will it break through here? Probably. Probably. But I would think that that means gold is going up. If this breaks through here, I think that would mean gold is going up. Conflicting information. Nice rejection. La escalerita de GBP AUD. Sorry, guys. Volatility is going crazy up here with gold. 9 minutes. 9 minutos. Let me see if my issue has been resolved. 8 minutos. I'm sorry, folks. Look at gold. Gold just basically did a retest. Seven minutes. Well, that's a nice move on gold just before NFP. What are they thinking? This played out. This played out like it was any other day of the week. Broke out, we tested, took off 35 pips. As if impending doom is not coming here in the next few seconds. Look at that. That's crazy. Oh, that looks bad. That looks so bad. That looks really bad on gold. Another example of some greedy folks who couldn't wait for news. Probably were hoping, I don't know what they were hoping here for. That has to do with the gold mines in Australia, Brandon. So bad. Two and a half minutes. This is what Naked Forex calls the last kiss. Let's take the bigger perspective. Woo. Nasty, 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 ugly. Minute and a half. I'm thinking gold is gonna pass this bottom over here. I don't really know. It could do all sorts of crazy things. Who knows? I think gold's gonna come down here. GBP USD is gonna come down here. This should hit the bottom over here. We'll see. Got a minute left. Maybe none of that will happen, but some feelings are about to get hurt. Twenty seconds. Seven seconds. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh. Now watch it come back. Or not. GA is going for the bottom. That was a 100 pip move right there on gold. Look at that. Yeah, that's what NFP looks like. It's not over. Well, let's see. Let's see the structure. Where is it in structure? Oh. Breaking highs. Oh. Holy smokes. This is where Joe will be getting in for a sell right here. Don't do it, Joe. $116 pips. Don't do it, Joe. Wow. Oh, Bitcoin took off too? Oh, it's trying to. It's trying to. It's got to climb above 52. I guess the numbers are not so good for the US. Anybody got the NFP numbers? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The numbers on... Oh, wow. The numbers are really bad. I mean, it's not... Hold on. Actually, those are numbers. That's bad. That's really bad. It was expected to be around 750 and it came down 235K. Wow, explosive. Now there's going to be a lot more news coming out, but that was the big one. Look at that move. If that move holds, nah, it'll still come down. It has to break this. If that move breaks above, then it will go for the highs. If it breaks above 1836, 33, if it breaks above 1830, 34, and holds, then it'll go for the highs. Otherwise, it's coming down. It should, based on the numbers, but we'll see. Our GA didn't quite make it down there, but it doesn't mean it's over. Wow. Wow, that's an 80 pip drop from where it was just a minute ago. And GBP/USD went 20 pips and then came back. Not much of a move on GBP/USD. Yeah, the numbers are really bad. Going to the Bahamas. It has to break above that. This is the daily right here. If it doesn't close above that, then it's going to start coming down. It's like this is the moment for it to do it. And the concept is perhaps The reasoning why this may come down is because perhaps the numbers were already calculated into this move before and stayed up for that reason. But who could have expected those numbers to be so bad as they are? So it has to break above that. $147 pips, 1,500 point move, basically. And again, this is why we don't trade on NFP. Look at over here. I mean, this I can understand. This. Well, guys, that's what we were waiting to see. Pretty dramatic. It's still really, I mean, it's still an active candle. Needing to close above this. So, I mean, impressive move, but unless it holds, then there's no other alternative but for it to come down. Lionel Santiago. Hola, hermanito. Okay. I think that's it for me. Look at that. Woo, baby. Oh, so bad. So bad. Well, I hope you closed it at the high. What is it? AUD, USD? What happened? Yeah, similar wick. Oh, that's not looking good. That is not looking good at all. Uh-oh. 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 Trying to flip on its head. Well, that's pretty good, Josh. That's not bad. Okay. What it matters is where the candle closes. Everything else is hysteria. So right now, GPUSD came back into the range. Looks like it's going to stay in the range or crash. Gold We won't know until it closes. Yeah, it needs to close. Bitcoin needs to close above 52. Otherwise, same situation is going to happen. Same thing with this. Nice, powerful push, but it doesn't close above the structures. The structures are holding. I'll come back and take a look at this later, but I think I'm done for now, guys. Yeah, the only way to make move with something like that is to almost basically gamble. Now, in this situation, though, same thing. If you had had a a limit order on both directions, you would have made money because it just went straight up. It would have slipped you right through. I mean, if you had a stop loss or anything like that, it would have slipped right through your stop loss for a bunch of pips. In that case, you know, again, it's not worth it. Still trying to close and having a hard time. Okay, amigos. I think I'm gonna shut it down. I'll be interested in finding out where it closes. I'll be watching it to see where it closes. But these impressive moves like that come to nothing if they don't close above structure. Right now, again, it's going back below structure. So thank you for spending your money with your morning with me and watching this spectacle. Now we're gonna watch the other money heist. See, stop the share. Okay. All right. Let me see, where is it? There you go. Okay, guys. God bless you. Have a great weekend. Again, do not put your money at risk on a day like today where moves are unpredictable. We don't really know what's going to happen. We'll let the dust settle and then we will pick up the pieces, right, of all the broken hearts along the way. You have a great weekend, and I guess I'll be doing my my weekly recap and posting it. That's for the TTA team, and tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. Okay. God bless you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.